new list for y'all. This is called the barbershop list. It's just for you. This is how we're gonna do. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna calculate the list. So we got steel toe boot. That's $100. That's the only one you gonna get, cause I'm giving y'all a cutback. We got Sterling pumps. Now Sterling steel. $50. Kind of on the expensive side, but y'all got to make it work. What we got next? I need y'all females to let me know, to help y'all. Y'all got wedges. That's $40. Now we can skip the rest and go to edge up. Edge up at $20. A perm. Perm is $30. And then we're talking about 1, 2. See, that's $40. It's 10 a pop. Okay. So you got cornrow. That's $20. What else y'all got? You got curly top. That's about $30 or $35. Say $35. You got high heel shoes. That's about $60. Man. Okay, then you got the summer clothes. Then you got the winter clothes. Y'all must get bad and bougie. Cause y'all got to have $15 just for snack money. Then gotta have a couple $30 for the edge up. And you put 20 on them cornrows. Then you get them high heel shoes. You can't get them cheap pumps. Get them high quality, but you can't get the $9.95 like we was discussing. Cause that mug was steep earlier. Then you're gonna put 20 on that. Put 20 on the what you call it for the other one, sandals. Then you gotta put another 20 for the down payment. Cause these mugs finna be at least. You got sturdy wedges, 55. What you got? You got weave out. That's 22. What you got? I'm just gonna put bougie shoes. I'll put that 60. Y'all want to get a little extra with it. But that's a lot right there. Look at that page, is almost full. Come on, females. Alright. See, now the other thing is, I gotta tell y'all some story time. A couple of true stories. So there's a brother. So he was getting paid, working his job. He was at the grocery store. So he's saving up his money. Then he got a whip, he got a vehicle. He was able to afford it. Then the next thing he was able to do, he got him a vehicle. He ain't get no Honda, he ain't get no Chevrolet. He went to the junkyard and got that hoopty. It was that pickup truck. Now the thing is, see, it was riding. So he had to get a new start. He had to keep knocking that thing for the start. He had to fix it up. So he had to do what he had to do. But every time he pulled up, oh my word for, hey, appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. And if you don't know, man, this is my new show called Show One, where I just do like a bunch of random stuff. And right now is my 3rd episode. Appreciate you tuning in, my brother. You in for a ride. So, the man, he got him a hoopty. He got that pickup truck. Every time he cleaned it up, he took it to the car wash. He got tuned up. For some reason, every time he tried to get on dates for the females, everything was good. He was treating them right, talking to them right. But every time he pulled up with that hoopty, they was going like this. So I don't know what's going on. See, ain't no shame in the game. He had to do what he had to do. Brothers had hoopty. And then he passed that same information on to his other friends. Now he had a one friend, he was up there, kind of middle class, kind of upper echelon. So he had a ride, right? He had a nice whip. So he let him borrow that whip. He told him situation, man, females ain't getting with me. Every time I pull up in that pickup truck, ain't trying to get with me. And it's clean too. So he said, all right, I got you. So we switch out cars real quick. So now he got the nice whip. And now the females is trying to get in. He said, hey, hold on. He said, wait a minute. He said, this actually ain't my car. They said, what you mean? Why you pull up with a car? It's not even yours. He said, look, my man's gonna pull up in a few minutes behind me. So he's gonna come with my real car. You gonna get in that whip? She said, yeah, that's fine. So a few minutes later, he pulled up in that pickup truck. The dust was coming out the exhaust. It's not perfect, but it's still good. So he got out the whip. They switched. Then she said, see you. Bye. See, that ain't right. Come on, see, and this is situation. But see, here's the thing. Some of the females be crazy because they want high heel shoes. They want the gold, sterling pumps, the wedges. You want edges and wedges. Getting edge up, perm up. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. To a mani petty, that's 1, 2, 10. That's $10 a pop. That's $40. You trying to get all that, but you can't get no hoopty. Come on, man. Dang, man. See, that's what. See, you know what we talking about. See, you know what I'm talking about, because all the females got to get in that hoopty. See, that's what I'm saying. They ain't even got to pay for the gas with it. See, brothers hurting. But look, man, there's another story. So the same dude, so not the friend that lent him the whip, this another dude. His name Larry. He went to the grocery store, talking to some females. They blew him by. He was buying cereal, whatever, and he was checking prices. And they saw that. They're, like I said, these are the bougie females. And so he was like, hey, let me get your number, girl. Pulled out the flip phone. They was laughing. So he said, all right. So he timed it up. So when they left with the checkout, he made sure he left too. And so they went to their car. He walked right next to him, got in his whip. Man, he had that Lambo. And then they went like this so he could put down the window. So he pulled down a little bit. He said, man, what y'all want? They said, oh, this you? He said, yeah, that's me. Well, what's up? They said, oh, see, we didn't know he had Lambo. He said, why you trying to talk to me? I was in that grocery store. I was trying to play some games. He said, see, y'all ain't trying to do that. And then he also said, look, let me get you on the pumps, right? How about this? I get you pumps. I let you get in the Lambo. But you gotta let me get that number first. They said, all right. They said, actually, this ain't even my whip. It's my friend's car. Then they said, man, you whack as hell. And then he said, you know what? I was lying again. This is my whip. See, you ain't doing me right. because my friend back there had the hoopty, and you ain't calling, you ain't saying, I seen it from a distance. So now I pull up in the Lambo. Now you trying to talk to me. And then, he also said, he said, okay, how about this? How about this? I got a solution. All right, I'll let you get the Lambo. But if you ain't finna hop to her, I ain't finna talk to her. And that's where it ended. But I could get into another story, but that's besides the point. I give free financial advice to females that don't ask for it. That's what I'm here for. So females, you want them edges, them wedges, steel toe boot? Listen, all you got to do is get in the hoopty. That's the one thing you got to do. You can have, you don't even got to pay for no gas. You just got to pull up. Look, all the brother want is, look, all he want to do is, look, he just want to see if you down for him. All you got to do is get in that whip. Ain't nothing wrong with it. See, you looking at exterior. So you looking at the exterior. You got to look at interior. See, what you didn't notice is the third story is the brother with hooped you, that pickup truck, when the woman done walked off. This the continue of that story. See, on the inside, he had Birkin. And he had $1 million in that bag. But she didn't know because she walked away too soon because he had that hoopty in the back of that truck. That thing was boom, like I said last time. She said no. She missed out on the Birkin $1 million. That's what she get. So ain't nobody trying to hear that no more because the females got to get in that whip. They finna get in that hoopty or they ain't getting no more. We cutting the thread. We cutting trim. Ain't nobody trying to hear that no more. Females got to go. You ain't trying to get in that hoopty. You got to go. That's the motto. That's how to get it done. Because you ain't trying to see the brother. You say he ain't got no funds. So you ain't gonna get it done. Come on now. But look, some of the men be messed up too. They be petty too. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's the same situation. Or they be trying to get the money from the females. Always trying to ask them for some money. They don't pay it back. We know it be petty too. It's the other way around. But let me get back to my list real quick. So we got steel toe boot, sterling steel, wedges, edge up, perm. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, cornrow, curly top, high heel shoes, Birkin, golden pumps, golden trim, and miscellaneous, the etc. So I wrote all that down, but you don't remember. Some of the females was tuning me out because they was getting bad and bougie. They going like this, them long ass fingernails. Talking, oh man, he don't know nothing he talking about. See, they be talking trash with it. The females petty. But see, I be trying to help the females, but they don't know. Every time I try to give financial advice, I'm trying to put them on game with the budget. I'm saying, whoa, you ain't got to get the $495, $995 shoes with the steel. It ain't even got no steel boot. And it don't got no edge support. It ain't got no heels. You trying to get bad and bougie, but you ain't got money for that. I'm trying to put females on game. I'm trying to get their money secure because a lot of sisters don't have help with financials. So I try to hook them up. But some of the females be bougie with it. And if they see this, they finna be like, he don't know what he talking about. But I tell you what, it's better to look nice and get in that hoopty than to look nice and not get in that hoopty. Because if you don't, now you ain't got no ride. And now when the dude pass on the information to the next, they're gonna be watching out, talking about, oh, see, she crazy. She ain't gonna get with me because I got hoopties. Fellas, if for whatever reason y'all got money for a second whip, get that hoopty. Get that hoopty, fellas. Get a decent, clean hoopty, hook it up, tune up, and when you on dates, pull up on shawty, be like, this that tune up. Come check out the tune up. If she ain't trying to get in the inside, no, she got to go. Get that boot out. The same way she got steel toe boot. She got the boot. Get up out of there. That she got to go. But look, I'm trying to help out with the females of financials. They got all the clothes, all the shoes, they got everything. Bang. And some females got a whip too. But see, this is what I'm saying. Brothers got it hard out here too. Just cause he at that grocery store, at the gas station, don't mean he ain't got nothing. Shoot, females, hey, listen. He got something. He working that thing. Come on now, females. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, no, you right. 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 Hey, look, look. I was just giving some leeway, just trying to work with her, working with the females, some of for the females that's like that, trying to work with them, trying to help them out to change. But look, man, it's crazy, man, cause look, brothers be working hard. One day they at the gas station, next day they doing their own job, got their own thing going for them. Like I said, fellas, keep it the same way. Every time you go somewhere, make sure you got your main vehicle, and if you do have money for a second vehicle, don't go nowhere with that main vehicle. Just pull up with that hoopty. If females want to see come with them dates, pull up in that hoopty. Be like, oh, hey, that's my whip. Don't she better not be like, oh, you got this money. Why you riding in that? Nah, I gotta watch my funds. I gotta watch my funds. And you ain't paying for the gas, so you got to get in that hoopty. This is all I got. You got to get in that hoopty. So that's what I'm saying. It does. Hey, yo, you right, man. Sometimes, look, man. Sometimes, see, cause now whatever people got, they gotta keep it. They gotta keep it safe. Um, and for what I'm saying specifically, see, if people have money, just make sure you show the hoopty, because see, you don't want people seeing you got a nice vehicle. You gotta see how they gonna treat you with hoopty first. Now, cause see, if I got hoopty, how I know you ain't gonna treat me right. If see, you ain't gonna get the whip, you ain't gonna get the Lambo. You gotta get through hoopty first. If you can't make it through the hoopty, how's you gonna get to the Lambo? That ain't good. That's a no go. You can't get through the Lambo. You can't get through the hoopty. That's the see. And females, I bet in the head talking about, man, that's a setup. He don't set my ass up. I ain't trying to hear that no more. That wasn't no setup. No, that wasn't no setup. That was the get up. But see, because he tried to get you on game. See, that was the get up, not the sit up. See, there's a difference. See, he tried to see. He tried, because you know how females be petty sometimes. They keep on plucking with the man, trying to test them, trying to see certain things. So man said, okay, I'm gonna flip the script. Now let me see what you gonna do. Now I pulled up in hoopty, if you gonna leave me or not. So brothers, keep pulling up in that hoopty. Get you a tune up, clean it up. But make sure you put a bag on the inside. Matter of fact, you don't even have to. But hey, if they walk out, man, see, she walked away from $1 million. She didn't know she had $1 million check in that bag, in that Birkin. But she walked away because she looked at the exterior. See, the females, y'all got to know, if brothers pull up on hoopty, they looking out for you. That's the truth. If brothers pull up on hoopties, they got pickup truck, whatever, kind of banged up, they looking out for you because they trying to tell you, look, this is all we got. You got to cherish and nourish what you got. And see, you can't be getting no 550, 995 high heel shoes with the wedges. You don't need that. You see, for the females, once your job gets the ball rolling, now you can spend that 995, whenever you want to. But if you need him to do that, man, he too busy trying to get a new whip. So he too busy trying to pay for the new whip. He ain't gonna pay for no high heel shoes. Come on, females. See, look. Here's another thing. For the finances, whatever job you got, put aside. Hold on, right quick. I find that women like a man who knows how to get them to laugh. Okay, not quite a few days because I was just that on. Hey, no, you right. Hey, but look, hey, no, you right. See, brother. See, see, you know the game. See, you know how it is. And man, if we lived, man, in that kind of way, where like we made like a whole lot of money like that. Uh, where it was like easy to get the money like that. Like I said, this is where brothers got to get on game. Buy a second whip, get that pickup truck. It could be a car, SUV, minivan, whatever. As long as it's a hoopty. Don't go on these dates trying to get the Lambo or you got a nice Chevrolet. Don't come up, don't pull up with no Chevrolet, no Honda. Don't pull up with none of that. That's too good. This is how you gotta get shorties. You pull up in hoopties. Pull up in that banged up. Now, like I said, it's clean. You got money to take her out. You got money to take her back. Pay for the gas. Hey, so she ain't complaining. If the only thing holding her back is getting in that whip, shawty, you got to go. Ain't no more. But man, but hey, but you know, to be fair, you know, the other way around too. Some dudes might only want to look rich. So if female pulled up on him with that hoopty, now he got to go. Get his ass up out of there. Same way, I'm gonna keep it the same way. Get his ass up out of there. But here's another tip for financial. So we know how females, right? They like to get those long fingernails. See, here's the thing. If y'all working computer job, how you finna be and you be like, man, girl, you know, hello on the phone to my hello, man, you know, he ain't in the office today, you know, he can't be doing all that. And look, you too busy doing all this. And what if you drop your credit card? That's the money right there. You keep going like this, trying to pick it up from the floor. I seen it. You keep trying to pick it up. You got fingernails. That's in the way of making funds. And for the females, how about this? If you had a poop job where you was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, even a month, and you had this poop suit, you had the whole super suit on, you take it off, you don't smell like nothing. Everything is sterilized, clean, everything. And you or look, matter of fact, let me say sewer job. Let me just say sewer job. You had the whole suit and everything. You good. And you had to clean out all the sewer, the gunk, everything. And but they said, okay, it's too much of a hazard. You got them fingernails. You got to trim them edges. You got to trim them fingernails. You gonna let that get in the way of the funds? Man, what if you could be a plumber? And man, if you was making 100,000 an hour, oh no, not an hour, 100,000 a month, cleaning up that toilet, doing the Mario Brothers, but y'all the Mario sisters, getting that toilet like this, like, you got to make the funds. But sisters, some of y'all sisters crazy. See, I be doing financial service, so I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for some years. Some of the females might click off and be like, you crazy. But I'm trying to tell you, them fingernails ain't gonna cut it in the plumbing because it's gonna get inside of the dirt. You got the gloves on, but the gloves gonna be like this. You gotta put it on to fit. Them gloves gonna be way up like this. So when you working that plumbing, you gotta get up in that thing. See, the females, that's where the money's at. This is where the plumbing. You gotta get your plumbing. Some of females don't know what they doing. You gotta get up in there. And see, look, this is all I'm saying. This is top tier. Even if you ain't doing a computer job, you want to do a different job, go to plumbing. Man, I'm telling you, you just gotta shave them fingernails. You can still do mani-pedi. It's just gonna be shorter. It might cost you, like I said, see, you gotta go to the barbershop. If you go to the beauty salon, they're gonna charge you like $30 a pop. They're gonna charge you like $30 for each fingernail. What? Females, you can't pay for that? Come on now. See, you gotta go to the barbershop. See, the men started incorporating services for the females. Like I said, that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Men, they did practicalities. That's what, $2 on finger. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. You need the barbershop. Some of these females is bad and bougie. They want to get like, they want the glitz and the glam. $1,000. You ain't got no $1,000. You gotta work the plumbing to get $1,000. How do you think the Mario Brothers are where they at? He was climbing ladders for Donkey Kong working in the sewer. Now he in that Peach Castle. Ooh, that boy was plumbing. That man was getting in that thing. Well, he getting that thing. I told boy, females, y'all got to do that too. Y'all want them edge up. You got to get the perm. You need the edge up. You better get on that thing. Shoot, I'm just saying, you better do something. Come on, females. The money's in the plumbing. You better do something. You can do carpenter. But see, construction, I'll cut back on construction because that mess gonna make that back hurt. So, because females are not as physically strong as compared to the males, normally speaking. So, I would lean back on construction. But when it comes to that plumbing, you need that steel-toed boot. See, you could have spent that money from the steel-toed heels on that boot. And then you could have got you that plumbing. Ooh, would have made that money. Oh, see, that money you ain't got to worry about it. Ooh, females. That's the new financial advice. Write that on the list. But look, the last thing to remember, if there's any one thing you're going to take away out of all of this, females, the one thing you must take is this. Matter of fact, 3. If you get mani-pedi, go to the barbershop. Number 2, if you need some money, check out plumbing. I ain't say do, just check out. Check out the plumbing. Because you don't see the females getting that thing. Ooh, they better be Mario Brothers. What? What they talking about? Mario Sisters. Ooh, y'all about to change the game up. Dang, get that money. Ooh, you better be tearing the game up. And then 3, this is the most important one. This one I'm about to close out. This is the most important thing. Even if you get high heel shoes, get your dress on, you got a different job, however you make your money, do your thing. However you're doing it, do your thing. But even if, for whatever reason, you just need a ride, look at the interior rather than exterior. Because if a brother asks you, you will come check out the tune-up. Now, right, be safe. No, be safe. Be safe. I'm not saying just any brother. No, be safe. But what I'm saying is, if a brother say, you want to come check out the tune-up? Hey, look, I'm just going to say, you better get in that hoopty. That's the savior. Then let me tell you, the hoopty is the savior. The hoopty is the number 1 car. That's the savior. That'll save your life. The Lambo is number 2. Hoopty is number 1. They don't believe that. The hoopty is the most powerful vehicle on Earth, on planet Earth. You can quote me on that. The hoopty is the single most powerful vehicle on Earth. Ain't nothing gonna top that hoopty. If you got a vehicle, the number 1 strongest vehicle on Earth is a hoopty. Believe that. You better get in that whip. And that's it. I thank y'all for coming in, tuning in. And guess what? This was April Fool's. You thought it's for real. Man, look. I'm out. Females. That whip. The number most important vehicle. The strongest vehicle on Earth. Man, look. You better get in that hoop that boom, boom.